Welcome, everybody. Uh, Appreciate y'all getting together with me. It's Tuesday, 4 o'clock. We're gonna talk about the road to the sale today, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that if you only listen to one module out of all 6 of these, if you only had a pen and took notes once in your entire life, today's the day. This will increase your closing percentages. This will increase your closing ratios. This will get you back on track. This will be a roadmap to what you should do each and every single time. And don't differ from it. I've mentioned in some past webinars my mentor, John Reinhardt, who taught me the car business. I would come to him sometimes and be like, hey, so this guy wants to do this, this, that, and this, and you know, whatever. And he would look back at me and go, I got an idea. Let's work it like a regular deal. By God, he was right. You know, I mean, he only had like 5 responses to everything, and that was one of them. But yeah, this today we're going to talk about the road to the sale, and it's going to it makes sense. So, anyways, hey, also, if anybody's close to Denver, I'm going to be there this weekend. I'm staying at the Omni Hotel next to the Westin. I think my hotel's a little nicer than Bryant's. So I went ahead and upped myself on the spa package for one day. But nobody will notice. But anyways, I'll be in Denver from Thursday until Monday. So if anybody wants to come out, I'll buy you a beer or buy you dinner or whatever you want to do. Let's meet if we can. All right. So remember, this is what we're going to study. Gatekeeper, land a meeting, we've already talked about. Today, the road to the sale. Now, module 4, I'm going to go back over pains, the issues and the pains of listening. And number 5, we're going to go over like how to, give solutions to some of those pains, okay? Number 6, we'll talk about closes. All 3 of those last modules are parts of road to the sale. But I want to, we're going to go over the entire 10 steps today. This is exactly how a sale should go. There's been years and years of psychology going into the road to the sale. If you find yourself going into, clients, and then all of a sudden for some reason you're not closing customers, it just seems like something's off, something's wrong, nobody's spending money, 90% of the time it's because you're skipping one of these steps. If you, salesperson or not, closer or just sales professional, because there's a difference, not a salesperson at all, a total introvert, if you will get yourself just to go through the psychology of the road to the sale, I promise you will start seeing people fall like dominoes. It just works. There's been too much research and too much development in this for hundreds of years for it not to be proven. All right. So I did use some car lingo in this because that's the way I've always trained it, but it's just to keep you on your feet. Don't forget, 80% of life is showing up. We're going to remind ourselves that every single day. I recommend you write it on your mirror, because whenever you get up in the morning, you let your wife talk you into going and picking up the kids and putting them to bed and doing all this stuff, and then before you know it, you're only working 3 hours a day. I don't want to hear you complaining why your business is not successful. You got to show up. You got to get out there. You got to do it. Make it happen. Let's talk about step 1, the meet and greet. It's funny because I put a little note on here. How can something this simple mess up so many? So many people completely and totally lose their composure on a meet and greet. The proper way to talk to somebody, proper way to introduce yourself. There's a lot of psychology in the meet and greet. I can give you some tidbits of what I know in a meet and greet. If I go into a meeting where I'm negotiating the price on something, maybe I'm the buyer, and I know for a fact that I hold all the marbles, when I greet somebody, I will shake their hand with my hand pointed down, like over the top of them, because I'm going to dominate them the entire time. If I'm going in to be submissive to somebody, I'll put my hand out to shake their hand with my palm facing up. If you go in and you're just meeting a client, just a casual customer, put your hand out straight where it's pointing to the side. You will be surprised how that handshake will set the tone of every single meeting that you have with who you're dealing with. And it's something that they may or may not would pick up on. Have you ever seen, like, at the boxers when they first start out, you know how they like put their fist up and they look at each other? That's what you're doing with that handshake, all right? But a proper way to meet and greet, hey, how you doing? My name's Sid Michael. I work for Spike Promotions, and I'm here to make your day a better day. Give them a positive benefit. Don't start going into your elevator speech yet, because they don't know who you are. They don't know what you're about. They don't know what you do. If you're in a retail situation, which I don't think many of you are, but if you were in a retail situation and somebody said, if you said, hey, how you doing? Can I help you? And they said, I'm just looking, what would you say next? Great, I'll be over here behind the counter. If you need me, come see me. What would you say? Anybody dare put in the question area? Be brave. No answer is a bad answer. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I see Joshua Campbell. What are you looking for? Good job, man. That's exactly what you would say. Cheryl said, how can I help you find what you're looking for? That's exactly it. That's good. That's exactly what you would say in that scenario. But, so doing the proper meet and greet, if anybody wants to put in the way they would say it, we can kind of share a little bit about the meet and greet. But the way I would totally greet somebody, I would shake with my hand to the left, my palm facing left, even in the middle. I would say, how you doing? My name's Sid Michael. I'm with Spike Promotions, and I'm going to make your day today. Let's see if anybody put any good tidbits here. All right, everybody's got it. Okay. Eye contact always. Don't ever, ever, ever meet somebody without eye contact. Make sure you got your stuff together. Check your nose. Make sure you ain't got crap hanging out of it, whatever. Don't ever go in there. Always make sure you got good breath. Seriously, please be conscious of that. I want to kill my brother sometimes. I'm like, dude, don't go in chewing gum. You know what I mean? Make sure you're presentable, because one thing like that can stop you. Okay. All right. Always look them in the eyes. The second step, fact finding. So you met yourself. Hey man, I'm gonna make sure you have a great day today. You sit down. So Tom, tell me about yourself. What's going on? Now you're doing a fact finding mission. All you're doing is getting all the facts before you move ahead. I'll give an example. We talked about it on my last coaching call. I was dealing with some guys on a application, an app that we're doing with our QR clips that I'm sure a lot of people are pretty interested in. And man, this product, this app that we're dealing with, this automotive passport, is so bad boy. It's awesome. But today I was discussing with them, and we were just casually talking. And I said, have you baited it in a dealership in the Southeast? No, we haven't been able to find a dealer that we could put it in yet. And I said, well, are you charging them? They said, no, we're just going to put it in free and bait it. I was like, okay. So basically what they just told me was they're having trouble giving it to a dealer, right? Which means they're probably introverts and just scared to go out and meet somebody or talk to somebody, or they don't have any relationships, right? Maybe they don't. They're just they're just, software guys building stuff. So at the end of the call, when we started discussing what me and my sales reps or people within my group that sell this are gonna get paid, they came out with some flim-flammy bullcrap number, which, of course, I made sure they said first, because the first person that speaks loses, correct? And I told them, I said, with us talking earlier, I understand you have a problem giving away this product for free. And you sound so confident asking me to sell it for $5,000. So when you say that sales is a part of it, but not as big a part as I'm asking, how can you really say so where if I don't sell anything, you've got nothing? If your product's not in a single dealership, it doesn't matter how cool it is or what it does, because nobody's going to know. And you act like you have a lot of options, but in reality, I think you only have one option, because your option right now, you can't even give it away for free, right? Dude, it totally deflated them. They knew I had them in position. And the reason why is because I did a proper step 2. I did my fact finding before speaking. I listened twice as much as talked, right? Make sure you get your facts before you move ahead, because when you're just meeting them and you're talking and building rapport and finding out facts about them, you're just talking. Nobody's on the defense yet. When you start going into the close and you start boxing them in, then people start naturally getting a little defensive, and including yourself, right? But the man that can say, well, you did say before that you couldn't give it to somebody for free, and you are asking me now to sell that for $5,000, sounds like you need somebody like me, don't you? This part of the step of the road to the sale will make your life a dream. If you don't have a pen and paper right now writing this down or putting down notes, you're robbing yourself. You need to put this down. Step 2, fact finding. Most important part of the entire part of the road to the sale. Okay? Step 3, sell from stock. Now, we taught people this in the car business because you didn't want them selling dealer trades or any of that crap. Or, honey, we can get it for you next week. We'll just order it off somebody else's lot. Pass. I want to sell what's on my lot now. I'm paying floor plan on it, right? I'm paying inventory cost, interest payments on this thing, man. Sell what you can see. Don't sell what you can get, right? Or whatever. So you always say sell from stock. Well, that also pertains to what we sell, right? It's also very important what we sell. Don't sell what you can go buy off of the Warrior Forum or wherever wherever the crap is or whatever, right? You want to sell what you have right now. You want to be fully committed into what you have and that you can deliver with your best ability right this second. Okay? Make sure you sell what you've got. Commit. Step 4. I know a lot of you have heard me talk about this. $1 million walk around, right? So once you've meet and greet, fact find, build rapport, you sell from your stock, you sell what you have available and that you're an expert to sell. Then you do $1 million walk around. Anybody have an idea what $1 million walk around is? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Talked about it in past webinars. What's $1 million walk around? Good job, Rebecca. Good job, Gregory. Good job, everybody. Yep. You do $1 million walk around. Good job, Terrence. Had breakfast with Terrence this morning, even though he was all the way in Curacao. Built him a little fan page too while we were doing it. You sell your $1 million. You do your $1 million walk around. You start building value. Value over price equals sell every single time. You start doing features and benefits in the winning of it, right? Because the reason why you feature and benefit in this case is you want to paint a picture of something that somebody relates and then gets a solution. The more somebody relates to it, the more of a solution they have. A piece of art, a song, a poem, anything. If you relate to it, you're buying it. If it touches that spot in your heart that reminds you of that one you lost, right? You're buying it. Same thing with what we're selling here today. Whether it's search, reputation, direct mail, whatever you're selling. If it touches that spot that people, it scratches their itch, right? If it solutions to their problem, and then you want to let them know how badass it is and how much you can really push it push it up over the top, and how important and how you are the best one to do it, right? So I joked around. I put, can the customer see themselves using the car, right? Hey, by the way, it has air conditioning, dual zone air conditioning. So from now on, when your wife's always cold, you can turn hers to heat and not yours. By the way, it has an acceleration slip regulator. So when you decide to get down on it, it's not going to spin out of control and, go into another lane while your kids are in the back. However, you can hold that button down for 10 seconds and you'll see it flash into competition mode. That'll allow the rear tires to spin, but it actually has electronic brakes that'll keep the car from ever fishtailing. Let me show you. Rev it up in first gear, dump the car while looking at the customer, boiling the back tires in a Corvette, brand new Corvette, staring at the customer in the passenger seat, speed shifting to second, and then looking forward and never getting out of your lane. Right? Can you imagine that? Look, remember when I told you about selling the football picks? Right? You start talking about, hey man, you want to try and get them betting on anything you can because you're getting a piece of it. So you would say, do you ever bet baseball? No, nobody bets baseball. Who the heck wants to bet baseball, right? I bet football. Well, the only problem is, football's on Sunday or Saturday, Back then they didn't have Thursday night football. They had Monday night, one game. So for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you were dead in the water. You ever bet baseball? Because you want to get them another pick. And you would say, well, every once in a while I get this information. It's like a gold little coin, and I just cash it in. So every once in a while I'll get information on a baseball pick if you want to play baseball. Right? You're drawing that picture. All they see is you getting this nice, shiny gold coin. And yeah, why not? I'll cash in on your gold coin, Sid. Right? You paint the picture for them to do it. Do $1 million walk around. Value over price equals sell. Remember it. Okay. Step 5. Now you're starting to get into the business. Now, I left this in because I know it's important. It's important to keep the process. In certain scenarios, you're in their office. You will want to say, if you're standing up in the front, when you get to this point, you would want to say, do you mind if we sit down and I can show you more? Because you never, ever, ever want to close standing up. It's too easy for somebody to turn their back and walk away. You want them seated into a seat so you can observe their body movements. Somebody's leaned back in a chair and tells you that's too high of a price and still looks at you. What are they doing? Somebody tells you your prices are outlandish and they could never pay that, and they put their hands on the side rails with their elbows up like chicken wings. What is the guy doing? Do you know the difference? Is he bluffing, doctor? You never know. I always watch the way they sit in their chairs. They put their arms on those handrails. I started, well, hold on a second. I might have a different program that might fall into into what you're asking a little bit better. It's never, no, I was asking that much because I'm greedy. No, it's always something different. No, hold on a second. We got one other program that might fit with what you're doing. It's always somebody else. Never say you're asking that price because you wanted to get that much. You know what I mean? You always want to have, we have another program, or hold on a second, if you're willing to. So if you're doing like reputation, social, and and direct mail, you could, or let's say you're doing reputation, social, and search, right? And somebody wants to say they're doing direct mail, or they're wanting to get rid of social, for instance. You can say, well, listen, if you do a direct mailer with me once a month, then I have this other program where you can get down to those price that you're trying to budget. However, it would require you doing a direct mailer with me once a quarter. Do you mind doing that? If you could have your monthly expenditure, $1,000 cheaper in order to pick up, to do what you're doing, right? Always negotiate with your product. Don't negotiate numbers just to negotiate numbers, because then it just cheapens you and your product. Okay. always say, if somebody goes, well, that's great, but 3,500 is just too much. I'm looking to spend around 2,500. Well, no problem. We can just take off the reputation management and you'll be there. You don't have to have the reputation management, do you? Well, yeah, that's why you're here, dude. I liked it. Oh, well, whew. Maybe we don't do Pinterest and all those social sites. We just do Facebook for your social. How about that? Always negotiate your product. But the bottom line of what the purpose of this is, step 5, getting seated and relaxed. Make sure when you go to close, you're sitting down. After you're seated and relaxed, exactly what we were just talking about, trial close. You can't close if you never opened, is what I put here. And the thing is that if you don't do some trial closes, you're not going to know where you stand. And without trial closes, sometimes you do a trial close, you get a negative response, you'll want to not go for the close because then you'll just kind of look cheap or like a, like a bullhead. You'll back off and say, it's okay. Hey, listen, we don't believe in high pressure. I was just wondering what it would take for you to earn business today, right? You want to do something like, can you see this vehicle sitting in your driveway over the next 3 years? You've heard the salesman go, these are your keys, those ain't my keys, right? Just out of curious, who would you want to title this? Whose name would you want to title this in? You're not asking them to buy it, but if they tell you whose name they're wanting to title it in, then there's a trial close. It's a kind of an offset close. So let's talk about like reputation. You would say, with me working on this service, could you picture yourself with with a better reputation 6 months from now? Can you imagine how business would be? How about this? Hey, Tammy, how much better would business be if you didn't have this bad reputation on Google? It would be awesome. I don't know. It don't care. It don't matter. And then you know which direction you're going to go in. Let's think of another trial close. We need to spend some time here. What's another trial close? Anybody got an example? Social, could you see yourself, not only getting the client that comes in through the door, but also getting the online client that spends half their day on social, right? Here's a good one the doctor just said. He said, did you know if you raise your reputation it's going quick. I'll read them all though. Did you know if you raise your reputation 3/4 of a point, you can increase your business 20%? That's kind of a fact. Whole, you rather have blue or red? Choice. Would you rather have blue or red? Right. That's a trial close. If you're approaching them with inventory syndication, you would add video marking that I'll rank for them on the first page to sweeten the deal. That's a close. How much better would local sales be if I increased your activity by 200 people? That's a trial close. Good job, Joshua Campbell. Oh, number of likes. By number of likes. How much better would local sales be if I increased your page activity by 200 likes? Good job. All right, so that's a trial close. Another trial close would be, let me think for a second. So another trial close like on inventory syndication would be, could your salespeople sell more cars if you got an additional 200 calls a month? Well, yes, they could sell more cars. Well, it sounds like inventory syndication is perfect for you, right? Can you handle an extra 4 calls a day? Good job, doctor. Are you happy with the cover image on Facebook, or do we need to design a new one for you? Perfect. Tony Joseph comes out from his sleep. Yeah, no, that's a perfect trial close there. So looking at your Facebook, are you okay with that, or would you want me to change, your Facebook image, or would you want me to change that out for you and put a little bit better, graphically designed photo for you? Well, I'd rather have a graphically designed one that looks better. You think? Great. That's exactly what it's about right there, right? That's that's a trial close. Let's see what else Joshua said. Sell them on it before you sell them on the package. Yeah. Okay. So is my audio okay? Jason Whitman in LA said that it's cutting out a little bit. Okay. Everybody says it's okay. All right. Jason, you might want to wiggle your cord or something. Tony Joseph just came out with another great one, so I got to say it. Whom would I be directing these incoming calls to? That's a beautiful trial close. That's a great trial close. All right, so Tony's been practicing. He's sharpened up over there. Jason said Tony stole my line. The audio must have been breaking up. All right, here we go. Get a commitment. So let's go back through these real quick. Meet and greet, fact finding, sell from stock, sell what you got, do $1 million walk around, build the value over price because it'll equal a sell. Get seated, get relaxed, build rapport, trial close, see if you got a fish on the line. If you have a fish on your line, you want to get a commitment. Now, this is where the closers start to shine and other people fall off. No offense. This is where the people that train themselves in sales make it happen where other people fall off. They don't know how to smell the blood, right? You're just like, man, what's wrong with that guy? What's going on? So anyways, and then I don't know why I have step 9 down there. It's because I suck at PowerPoints, but that's no secret to any of y'all. Get the commitment. So could you use more phone calls, and how many can you handle? If I can start getting you if I start getting you more phone calls, how many can you handle? A bunch. Great. Well, what's that worth to you? You're starting to get a commitment. You're starting to go in for the close. You want to get an offer, right? Then you want to negotiate. And this is the part that I kind of got ahead of myself when I was telling you. When you negotiate with products or services. Take away from them. Do not just lower your price because you're greedy and we're asking so much. Right? Do a takeaway on anything. Are you selling a commodity or a service? Step 8, negotiate. Are you selling a commodity or a service? You start selling nothing but price and lowering your price, you're turning it into it's a bull crap. It's worth nothing. You want to make sure that you're selling them an outstanding service that comes with value. Okay? Somebody says, I'm selling solutions, doctor. That's exactly right. Step 9, proper delivery. You've got a commitment. You negotiated. Don't ruin a great experience. Let them know what's to be expected. I think probably one of the worst examples of proper delivery I've ever seen in my life is with internet marketing. These guys hype everything up, and that's cool. Great. I'll dance on your dance floor. I'll listen to this crap, right? But to not give somebody exactly what to expect when they purchase something sucks. Now, am I the best at it in the world? No. But I definitely make Brian's good at it too, but I definitely make as much of an effort as I possibly can to clearly define exactly what you want, exactly what you're going to get and to expect. If you do step 9 properly, your service or your support, all that stuff will be smooth sailing. You won't have people upset with you. You'll have a happy customer. Sometimes they'll bake you cookies. It never fails. The guy you made 10 grand on brings you Braves tickets. The guy you made $50 on fills out a bad review. So, step 9, make sure you deliver with a proper delivery. Now, there is a step 10. But I want to do a little challenge here. I want everybody to be proactive. I want everybody to take a best guess you can. You can guess as many times as you want. What is the final and last step of the road to the sale? Damn, Gregory, you made it look too easy. Sidra Gaines, I love you. You're awesome. Sherm, right, get a check. That's good. BJ Ocampo, you did good. All right. You're right. And that's right. I told everybody about it, I think, in the beginning. But anyways, yes, you ask for referrals. Without a doubt, you always ask for referrals. So follow up and ask for referrals. You want to work smarter, not harder, right? Exactly. You want to follow up and make sure that you ask for referrals. Or, say, hey, listen, do you have, once I prove myself with your reputation, I know your brother owns a Volkswagen store. You mind let me talk to him? Yeah, no problem. Hey, listen, once I prove myself, can we go to that full billing? Yeah, no problem, right? Once I prove myself, do you mind, letting everybody know in your 20 group? Or, hey, before I leave, do you know anybody else that would maybe need, some phone ups, inventory syndication? They'll know people. They've just worked with somebody. They might say, hey, no, but you know what? I'm going to be working so-and-so in 2 weeks. Come see me again over there. I mean, really, I'm telling you, if you're not doing step 10, you're costing yourself thousands every year, because you will, without a doubt, pick up a client, pick up an account by doing so. All right, so let's go back here. Step 1, meet and greet. Step 2, fact finding. Step 3, sell from stock. Step 4, $1 million walk around. Hang on, you know what? I'm going to do something different. Step 1's meet and greet. What's step 2? Everybody post in. Good job. If you took your notes, I'll know. Right here, I'm going to find out if you were taking notes and taking Sid serious. Good job. What's step 3? Sherm Stevens. Good job, buddy. All right. Step 4? Spiro's had it locked and loaded. Good job, buddy. Step 5? Good job, Joshua Campbell again. Step 6? Who got it? Who got it? Hold on. That was quick. Hold on. About 20 of you did it almost immediately. Brad Robinson, buddy. Congratulations, man. Terrence, Gregory Fort, BJ Ocampo, all y'all were pretty quick on that one. All right. Ready for 7? Get a commitment. Good job, Gregory Fort. You must have been able to be in your office today and not on the side of the road taking these calls like normally. Step 8, negotiate. Gregory Fort put it before I even said anything. Terrence would have been the winner, by the way. Terrence, you got it down, buddy. Step 9. And what's step 10? Good job, Sherm. Good job, Joshua. Tammy, Dr., Jason, Sidra, Terrence. Exactly. Trust me when I say this. Watch. You need to make sure you go through these steps. You need to have this written on a piece of paper within your reach at all times. You have to know what your steps to sell are. And if you'll go through the psychology of these steps, I guarantee it. Money back guarantee it. Life altering guarantee it. Jump in front of a train guarantee it. You will sell more cars if you follow the proper roads to a sale. Fact. It's been proven over hundreds of years. You know how I like old people because they're wise. This ain't nothing I made up. This is something that's been out forever. It's a road to the sale. I'd like to say that I claimed that I know the road. Some people have a 12-step road. Whatever. Trust me, the road to the sale. Okay. Last but not least, replays. Just hit me, Greg. Hit me up on. Just PM me on Facebook. I'll send you the recording thing, and you can check them out, so you can catch up to this or whatever you want to do. Hey, hold on. I see Jason went and put the same question twice. Hold on. What would you think of trading referrals for the price reduction when you are selling a single product, like trading referrals? So I think anytime you negotiate a price, if they negotiate down the price, you should always say, will you be willing to be a reference or a referral for me if I do that price? That's another way to negotiate. That's a good idea. But last but not least, we're going to finish this webinar understanding one thing. What is it we ask ourselves every morning when we wake up? What is it we need to remind ourselves every day when we put on our shoes to go get in the car? You know the difference in the mindset of a sheep and a wolf? You know the difference of the mindset of the 1% that goes out there and makes sure that they're out there making the revenue to have the freedom, while other people, to be honest with you, are just wimps. They quit. You got to be ready. You got to be the wolf. You don't want to be the herd of sheep over there. Do you know what it's like to drop a mortgage payment on sunglasses? That's the mindset of a wolf. So anyways, just trying to get you pumped up. All right. I appreciate everybody. We kept that under 45 minutes. So I'll see you Thursday. I'll actually be just landed in Denver, but I'll get to the hotel in time. And cool, Michael, you going to be there? I'll see you there, man. Anybody else on the call that knows they're going to be in Denver, let me know, and I'll look you up. We'll swap numbers. Hit me on Facebook. I'll give you my cell. I definitely want to meet you in person. I'm printing beach balls. So be looking for my automotive strategy beach balls. I'm trying to make some people feel pretty obnoxious and start bouncing beach balls everywhere. Hey, Mary, how you doing? All right, see y'all later. Thank you so much. Bye.